Hello everyone, welcome to a gadget review. This is the TP-Link 4G router I use. I've had this for about 3 years now. The model on Amazon, I brought it off Amazon France. The model that I've been using, I think it's been replaced by a new version of the router, but you can still get the same router. It's very similar. It's a very good router. It works over the 4G plus mobile network, and one of the benefits of the router is it has dual signal. It takes in dual 4G signal, which is supposed to offer faster speeds. So it takes in two. Instead of just some things taking one 4G signal, this takes in two, and it's supposed to increase the speeds of the internet. It's a very good router. I don't live in a rural area, and I do live in France. I'm in France at the moment. I'm not in a rural area. I'm just sort of south of La Rochelle. So this router's really good. It's got Ethernet ports on the back here. So you've got 4 Ethernet ports. There's a SIM card slot there. There's a SIM card slot. So it takes I think the newer models take a nano SIM card, which is the smallest SIM card out of the lot of them. Which goes in iPhones, and a lot of phones are now adopting to the smaller SIM cards. On the front you get the power on button, the power on showing the power's on, then the next one's the internet showing you've got an internet connection, then the next one says if you're on 4G plus, which is the fastest 4G network, 4G plus, the next one saying that Wi-Fi is on, and the next one, that little square icon, is saying that you've got an Ethernet connection where you've got some cables plugged into the Ethernet ports. The white cable I've got in the Ethernet ports there actually runs to my home network, so I've run a cable across the landing to this, and it goes into my bedroom where it connects up to a Ethernet hub, and I've run an Ethernet network all over the bedroom, over the house, because you should really, where possible, use everything Ethernet and wire everything internet connected that can be wired into an Ethernet connection. So a wired Ethernet network, and you can get one of these cables. This is a 20 meter flat cable. You can get one on Amazon for about €15, which is very, very good. So that's really good to use. As you can see on the front, this is a signal indicator here that tells you how much network signal you've got. So here, this is a very strong signal. I'm with Orange in France, and in this area they're very strong signal. So it's normally full bars to 2 bars like that, and the speeds I get is about 190 meg downloads to about, during the day, to about 50 downloads. So you get between 50 and 190 meg during the day. Obviously that goes down slower, but it's pretty good. The only time there is an issue is this area gets very busy with tourists in the summer months and the Thai tourist season. So when there's a lot of people connected to the same mast in the area, the speeds tend to drop right down, and sometimes in the evening you don't get hardly any speed, because that's one of the drawbacks of 4G. You don't hardly get any speeds, and there's a lot of people connected to the same mast in the area. That's what 5G networks are going to solve, because 5G won't be affected by how many people. Not only will it be faster and like 4 or 5 times the speed of 4G, it won't get affected by how many people are connected to the same 5G mast in the area, so you won't have any problems of losing speed. It won't be affected by how many devices are connected in that area, whereas 4G is, and that's one of the drawbacks of 4G. As I say, I don't live in a rural area. This area is pretty good for Orange mobile network signal, so yeah, it's a very good router. I've noticed, like I say, I get very good speeds. Download and upload is, the speeds I've quoted, it's probably good enough for most people what they would need, to be honest. You can with this get an external aerial. See the 2 aerials on here, you can take them off and connect an external aerial cable, so you could fit an outside external antenna. You can get a 4G, 5G antenna off Amazon, quite reasonable, that you put on the outside exterior of your house, like on a pole or whatever, and then just run the cable through to the router, through the wall to this router, and then you take these 2 aerials off and screw the external cable on the back of them to each side. They're basically screw. You just screw the cables on, basically, and then that will give you a lot more signal. They do tend to work if you're in an area with a poor signal. Using an external aerial can be pretty good. So that's another thing for it. TP-Link, can't rate them highly enough. I think they're fantastic, TP-Link. They've got really good support. There's a really good customer support number they run as well, which is really good. I've had excellent support. I think it's open quite long hours. The support's been excellent off the phone number they have, and it has a really easy to use app as well. They have a TP-Link for this router. It's TP-Link Tether app. Tether spelled Tether, Tether, and it's a really good app. You can go in and change the router settings, update the Wi-Fi. I recommend that you update the Wi-Fi password. As soon as you get the router, you go and download the Tether app on your phone and update the password to a complex one, and change the Wi-Fi name as well. Because a lot of these can often have a thing where they can work out the default password. So you need to go into the settings and change the Wi-Fi password as soon as you get a new router like this. I advise you to do that and set that up straight away. Yeah. So as I say, we'll just go through the settings again. You've got the network signal here. That's the signal strength. This one is Ethernet connections, the wired connections. I've got 2 in the back there. The next one says the Wi-Fi mode is on, wireless is on. The next one is 4G plus, which is basically if you're on the 4G plus network, which is the fastest network this router can do. And then the next one's saying you've got an internet connection, and the next one's just a power on light. So that's really good. Like I say, it takes a SIM card, which is a slot in the back. You've got a power on and off button as well at the back there, where you can switch it on and off as well without taking the mains lead out and unplugging the mains lead. And you've got yeah, it's just really good. I recently took this away to Paris and used it as a Wi-Fi hotspot in my hotel room, and that worked really well, because Paris you obviously get really strong signal, and I had full bars 4G and I was getting about 150 meg download. And I prefer to use a router in a hotel because it's a bit risky using public Wi-Fi networks. So this was a lot more secure. It's a lot more secure to use your own router and internet connection than using public Wi-Fi. So because the data connection is encrypted, you haven't got to worry about anyone. You know, the problem with public Wi-Fi is someone can be sitting and snoop on what you're doing. So I don't like using public Wi-Fi at all. Which is really, another benefit of this. And the plan I'm on is an Orange unlimited data plan here in France, with Orange France, but unfortunately they don't offer unlimited data anymore. They were phased out in October 2021, but I've managed to stay on the old plan. So I'm still on the old plan, and they do a thing called multi-SIM here, and I've got the multi-SIM internet option, which basically gives you a second SIM card on your mobile plan that gives you to use the data allowance in another device. So I've got the unlimited data on my iPhone, which is the main SIM card, and then I've got the second SIM card, which is internet only. I put in this router, and I use this router for my home internet connection, and it's worked out really well, because we can't get fibre optic cable here. We tried to get it fitted, but they can't fit it, so it's no good, that sort of thing. It's no good. We had Orange out about 5 times, and they tried to fit a fibre optic cable, and we can't get it fitted because there's a blockage on our line from where the cable comes in from the road. So this is the next best thing. If you can't get fibre optic connection and your copper line connection is not very good, then I advise to go the mobile way with a mobile router over 4G. But as I say, 5G is now available in some areas, and I would recommend getting a 5G router if you can, if you're in a 5G area, because 5G is going to be a lot faster than 4G. And I've done some speed tests because my iPhone's 5G around the La Rochelle area, and I've been one place I got over a gigabyte download over 5G, which is really good, which is really impressive. So yeah, all in all, it's very good. Please post any questions in the comments below. and please like and subscribe to my channel, which would be great. There'll be further updates on this in the future. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah. Like I say, any questions, please post them in the comments. But yeah, this is a highly recommended router. It's very, very good, and I highly recommend anything made by TP-Link is brilliant. It's a really good company, and they make really good products. Very highly recommended for me, TP-Link. I've had no problems with this router at all since I've had it, so it's been really, really good. Really good. Anyway, as I say, any questions, please post in the comments. And please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching.